what's up everyone? Guess what? It's that time again. The very first issue from the Metallica Vinyl Club 2022 is here. As usual, I'm going to be unboxing this and giving you guys a quick review after I go check it out. So the one thing that I do know is different this year is instead of for 7 inches, it's going to be for 12 inches. And whether or not it's going to take as long as the last one took, because if the last one I remember started in 2020, ended in 2021. But I don't know. I mean, there's still pressing issues out there with vinyl, but I mean, they do have their own pressing plant, so maybe it'll be a little quicker. I don't know. Anyway, so yeah, without further ado, let's tear into the first issue from the Metallica Vinyl Club 2022. All right. Okay. Interesting. All right, so there's the cover. Get out of the way. Get out of here. Blackened. Oh, I think I know what this is. If I remember right, this is when they did. Oh, I really hope this is what this is. They did an acoustic reimagining of Blackened in 2022. It seemed like it was soon after the lockdown shit, was really big and hitting everybody really hard. And it was a really cool version. To me, it was very cool. So I hope that's what this is. But let's go ahead and open it up, and then we'll take a look at what it is. Okay. Anyway, once again, there's the cover. Pretty cool. And then there's the back. And I'll read this real quick. Blackened 2020, original version available on Metallica's And Justice for All, originally released by Metallica on May 15th, 2020, recorded remotely via Zoom at each band member's home studio and assembled at HQ. Yeah, so this is going to be that. That's very cool because they did that, and they did a couple of other acoustic reimaginings. They did one for All Within My Hands and Disposable Heroes. All 3 of those I thought were really cool. And at that point, I'm like, they could have just released an album of all these sort of acoustic reimaginings. I'm calling them that. They didn't call them that, but they're definitely not flat out covers because things are changed in them. Anyway, so what's on the B side is what I want to know. Side B, Blackened 2020 Live. Okay. Recorded live at HQ in San Rafael, California during the All Within My Hands Helping Hands concert. Yeah. I remember seeing that, and I think they actually did the All Within My Hands acoustic one there as well. And then, there's a second track on side B, Wood. Originally released, it's the Alice in Chains song Wood with a question mark. Originally released by Alice in Chains in 1992, blah, 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 yeah. Originally released in 2020 by Metallica on the Mopop Founders Award honoring Alice in Chains. Oh, okay. All right, it was a benefit for the Museum of Pop Culture in Seattle. All right. I don't know if I've heard... Oh, I did hear that. That was actually pretty good as well. Cool. So you get those 3 things on here. Let's take a look at the actual vinyl and everything inside. Oh, there's a slip mat inside of it. That is cool. Will I use it? Probably not. I like my rubber slip mat. I'm not really into the clothy type ones or whatever you want to call it. But it's very cool that I got one. Let's see. Download card. Stay tuned, folks. All right. And then here's a little. Okay, it's a printed inner sleeve, but they give you a different one. I guess if you don't want to use this, or maybe to make sure that it doesn't tear through the edges. Good idea, Metallica. That's one of the things that happens a lot these days with records being shipped to you. Is, for those of you who don't know, is it bounces back and forth inside of it, and sometimes just tears straight through the inner sleeve, sometimes even through the fucking cover of the album itself. But yeah, there's a little an image of from the music video. You can see it on YouTube, them doing this. Hold on. There's stuff written on the back, but it's very small, and as usual, I'm going to read it, but you know what? I need to do this, so let's read this. James had an idea. It kind of came out of nowhere. We were knocking on the door of the pandemic and had been somewhat inactive as a band for 6 to 9 months and had just started connecting again via Zoom. James suggested we take a Metallica song, give it a once-over reworking, and just kind of throw it out there to the world without any fuss or fanfare. An additional internal dare was that we would pass the song from one band member to another with no one knowing which track was coming. This was obviously a fresh approach, an exciting approach, and a very apropos approach considering the state of the world in April 2020. As you may know by now, taking a Metallica song, stripping it completely down to its bones, and reimagining it, hey, he used the word too, is one of our very favorite guilty pleasures. And this version of Blackened will forever be tied to a very awkward and particularly uncertain moment in time. We found that having music to fall back on in those instances provides an incredible sense of comfort and well-being. From Lars. Well put, Lars. Yeah. And like I said, I absolutely agree. The Blackened cover is very cool. I'm glad to have it on vinyl. Here's the record. Yeah, there was no, last time there was no colored vinyl. This time they didn't say anything about there being any colored vinyl, which is fine. I don't really care. I'm more interested in what's on here. So as for what's on here, I'm going to go take a listen to everything, and I'll meet you back in my office and talk to you about what I thought of it. All right, so the first release of the 2022 Metallica Vinyl Club, just finished listening to it, and it's a really great start for me. Yeah, I really like the acoustic reimagining of Blackened. It may not be what a lot of people go to Metallica for, but the original Blackened is still out there and still kicks ass. But this version, if they had just done the song straight out acoustically, it might have been kind of lame. But the reimagining of it just makes it really interesting and fun to listen to. And then on the B side, you get the song live, and by live, it was, being broadcast live with people watching at home. There's no audience or anything. So for all intents and purposes, it's pretty much the same exact thing. Although there is a background, like a harmony vocal with James during the choruses. And if I remember right, I want to say that's either one of Lars's or one of James's kids. I say kids, they're fucking adults now, that were playing backup and singing harmonies. I might be wrong about that, but for some reason that's in my head. Like I remember watching that, and I think that's what it was. Anyway, it sounds very cool. Other than that, it's pretty much identical in a lot of ways to the other version of the song. Now, the cover of Wood on here, I think I've only heard that once. And it's interesting because I guess the first time I listened to it, I kind of just, heard it and saw it, and I was like, okay. But listening to it again, man, James's vocals on it are really good. Are they Lane Staley good? No. But it's hard to match that. But it's nice to hear them do a version of what I consider to be one of the greatest songs ever written. The interesting thing, though, is that they only do 2 verses and 2 choruses. The ending part of Wood, where the song goes from a minor key to a major key, and there's that whole last part, they don't even do that part, which is an interesting choice because it leaves the song on a very somber kind of note, whereas there's a little bit of upliftingness in the Alice in Chains version, a little bit. Either way, it's really cool. And honestly, all of those things together here make this a very cool thing for me, because it's all like, when they launched the first Metallica Vinyl Club, it was pre-pandemic. And then all of the things that happened after that, slowed the process down and made everything, not just with Metallica, but with the world very weird. And so the fact that the very first release this year for the new Metallica Vinyl Club is kind of hearkening back to that, that happened. and I like it. So yeah, I mean, if you're coming to this for metal, you're not getting any here. It's it's all acoustic. Everything on this is acoustic, and I think it's great. Yeah, I don't know what else I can say about it. It's a really great beginning to the Metallica Vinyl Club, and honestly, the whole presentation of this, the slip mat included in it, and just the quality of the cover and the pressing and sound and everything makes me very excited for what's to come for the next 3 releases this year. So yeah, great. If you're, I don't know if you can, I guess you can't sign up anymore if you didn't sign up. So just live vicariously through me. And if you want, I got a download code. I don't ever use these. And as I normally do, I'm going to hold it up for a minute for whoever wants to get it. I've heard that some people can get it a few times. I mean, a few people can get it. It's not just once. I'm sorry, Metallica camp, if that's cheating, but I'm giving back. I'm giving back to the people. So there you go. There is the download code. If my hand is too shaky or it's too quick, just go ahead and pause this. You know how to use the fucking computer or whatever you're watching. Yeah, get the MP3 or whatever versions of these tracks because they're great. So yeah. I'm not going to keep you here any longer because it's just going to be me repeatedly saying, hey, it's great. Hey, it's great, because it is to me. So yeah, there you go. Very first release of Metallica Vinyl Club 2022. I'll be back with another video next week or so. But when number 2 comes in, you bet your ass I'll be here to open it and talk to you about it. So thank you very much for joining me, and I'll see you all again very soon.